Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Tangledeep. So that room is definitely bugged. There's no way out of it. Next to the door, next to the place where there is the appearance of a door, there's actually a spot where you can walk into the wall, and it's clearly very glitchy, but there's no way out. So I decided to go back down to the branching meadow and then come up and start recording once I'd gotten to the top of the Old Amber Station. But I discovered this on the way, and I thought people would probably like to see this, because this is strange. So I've entered an area called Buried Loot. To whomever reads this, I bestow a quest. Surely you want what's in that chest? First grab a shovel, then find the key. You must go on a digging spree. P.S. I hit some monsters here too. So this is a strange little area. I'm really enjoying all of these like weird little one-room floors that appear occasionally. So I guess let's go on a digging spree. I haven't really used the shovel a lot. Now, one thing that is a little bit of a bummer is that I tremendously outlevel this area, and so the danger of there being monsters hidden in the walls is probably going to be... This whole thing is going to feel pretty different than it would have if we had done it at the appropriate level. And that said, that was still some significant damage. Oh, another thing that's nice about having done this is that I went across a bunch of fountains while we were moving up through the new area, so we have a lot more flask charges than we did before. There's probably... I'm gonna just... yeah. Man. Okay. Oh, an extra shovel. Okay, we should probably use some food. Yeah, that'll do. Hey look, the key. So yeah, I've never seen a treasure chest of this size before. That is how... okay, that's how you use the key. Okay, well that's fine. That's Spirit-linked heavy mirror plate. Spirit-linked. Mirror plate's already heavy. What does that mean? So it has extra physical resist, excuse me, and a chance to restore energy when hit. That's not bad. Yeah, some of these items are okay. What a weird little area. Like I was saying, I dig the fact that there's a large number of these optional areas that don't always appear, and that they're so different from one another. So anyway, let's just pick up our journey here. I have a little bit of XP, a little bit of JP because, you know, I've had to kill a couple of things on the way through. Most of the enemies that I've encountered are worthless, and so, in addition to not being worth anything, didn't start any fights with me. Oh, what is this now? Peebus of the question mark shop. I love question marks. Alright, let's scratch dude's back. We know about this. Alright. Milk and bandages are things that I like a lot. I don't know that we really need. We certainly don't need any shovels. Let's... oh shoot, I ate my bananas. I could have saved those. Alright, we'll hold on to the milk until we have some bananas again, because I want to make another ice cream sundae. In the meantime, we don't have any fish for the bag of grain. We can make a chicken pot pie. How good is the chicken pot pie? I already don't remember. Okay, yeah, I think I actually would rather just have the chicken. Well, maybe we don't do any normal cooking then. Yeah, I think we just don't do any normal cooking. Do I want to make campfire roasted meat, or do I want to just heal myself? I think I probably want to make campfire roasted meat, because it will restore a little bit more health than camping will. Okay, we're up on the up on the floors now where things are not entirely terrified of us. But that said, this should be still pretty easy. How dare you? Yeah, so now that I know a couple more recipes, I have to be way more careful with how I'm using all of my ingredients, man. I can't believe how much tougher those archers are than the guys on foot. This is pretty unusual. I don't know if this area is that secret. It wasn't really that hidden, though. I don't think I even had to destroy those rocks to get to it. Well, shoot. Where are we going? Okay, here we go. This looks like it might be a path. Yeah, it's nice. I almost wonder if this is a thing that we ought to do regularly. It feels a little cheesy, but it is really nice getting all of these flasks. Are you threatening me right now? Is that what's happening here? Okay, he's dead. Alright, you're not actually. That's fine. I don't need to fight them. I'm absolutely fine not fighting the ones that don't aggro on me. I guess we should be more thorough, but it's nice picking up, at very low risk, a bunch of extra flask charges. Again, because of the fact that, generally speaking, health is pretty limited. That's good enough for me. Why? Why now? What would compel you to suddenly go aggro on me? Alright, why don't we go ahead and eat some of that turkey. I will say I've been feeling the miss penalty from dual wielding. Seems like it's maybe gotten more severe, or I've just been having a run of bad luck today. Let's drop a bomb. Okay, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't concerned at all. So I don't really want to break the ice. 2 turns left on my teleport. Excuse me. Bless me, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to say when you yourself sneeze. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to let my teleport come off cooldown, and then we'll, See, that's tricky. He's an illusionist and an avenger, and he seems to get the avenger buff every time I kill one of the illusions. It's an interesting combination of traits. Huh, he dropped 2 silver bows, 2 longbows, and 2 mirror plates. That's weird. So this is the Bandit HQ entrance. I was hoping... I see they've been changing the map in between our runs. Because remember, it wasn't that long ago that at the top of this set of floors, you ended up in the Shadow Sanctum, right? And then we hit that other place where it branches. That's kind of what I was hoping was going to happen when we got to the top of this. Man, those bombs are very effective. I really do miss getting free bombs all the time. Are you... What is the benefit of fighting me? There's no way you can survive. Hold on, I saw another fountain over here. Oh hey, an armor shop. Does he have any new and cool, not heavy armor? I'd really like something of bone crabs, if possible. Yeah, this is better. -4 damage from Fizz and another 5% resistance is pretty significant. And it's been a little while since the bone crabs have been super relevant. Plus 10% all damage output. That's interesting. But it's a lot less physical resistance and it's less dodge. We do have to not die. It's important that we not die. Well, maybe this is greed, but I'm gonna hold out for a chainmail shirt that has some traits on it. Nice meeting you, though. That guy was not displaying the terrified face. I guess I sort of just killed a guy based on the idea that he could potentially at some point in the future attack me, which is perhaps deeply horrific, but here we are. Hey, what is this now? Well, it just so happens I have a ton of shovels. Nothing. It's nothing. It's just a weird little alcove in the wall. Huh. That's pretty weird. I was feeling very clever for a second there. We could just dig through here. Oh, I guess we don't have to. Oh, geez. Huh. Okay, this is enough enemies that I'm worried. Although most of them are not very good enemies. Unfortunately, we can't move. We're rooted. And I'm too low on energy to lay down the bomb that I really, really, really want to have here. Okay, why don't we start up some good food? Yeah, you know what? Honestly, this is an okay time for an ice cream sundae. Actually, that was maybe even not necessary. Scavenging and muscle. +4% power-up drop rate, +10 strength. +10 strength is good. Would I wear this over... I mean, the Sure Strike ring is not very impressive, but I really like crit chance. I probably should... 20% chance when struck to reduce any of your ability cooldowns, considering how good our abilities are. Ah, but also they're too expensive to be using very often. This increases my fire damage while giving 10 strength. See, my thinking is that probably +10 strength is worth more than +5% chance to crit right now. Although... Now, you know what? I'm going to hold on to the Sure Strike ring. I really like the Sure Strike ring. Okay, so we managed to loop around. I guess there's still some area to explore up here. Man, you can see that miss chance is really getting us. But we also did hit that guy for 200 damage in a single attack right there, so... Swings and roundabouts, I guess. We actually have a significant amount of JP now. We should probably spend some of that. I mean, obviously, I'm not in any hurry. Okay, I think that's pretty thorough. Thorough enough. Let's get out of here. So we're headed up to the bandit headquarters. It looks like... Yeah, it looks like it's just taking us to the same place. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. There were the two stairs. We saw that. Okay, well, I think we might be stuck then. That is a real bummer because... Huh. This is definitely not where it put us last time. I say that's a real bummer because I feel like things were going super well this time. This was a good, strong run. So as you can see, like, right, we can't move down here where it looks like we're pretty clearly supposed to be able to, but we can move down here next to the entrance. This is very clearly not the way this was intended to work. Well, shoot. Okay, now we get to troubleshoot. This is an important skill. Saving back to title. So going back to town and coming back up through the dungeon doesn't help. Can I... Man, I think this is what we're going to have to do. Okay, I don't want to do that. Yeah, that sucks. I know that they've released a patch that fixes it, but... Okay. Yes, override character in slot 1. They've released a patch that fixes it, but it doesn't fix it if you'd already done the boss fight. What a bummer, man. Alright, we're gonna just have to... That's not how that's spelled. My name is 2 letters long and I can't spell it. And it's my name. Oh, they released a new character. Well, what the hell? Mixed blessings, I guess. A fierce conjurer that draws power from the echoes of fallen enemies, shadows, and spirits of the earth. Chance for monsters to drop echoes when damaged. Echoes dropped by monsters last for twice as long. You can hold up to 8 echoes. What do we do with these echoes? We turn them into something. Fires a salvo of shadow bolts. Uses an echo charge to extend its range. Stamina 30, echoes needed 5. Restores the form of a fallen monster through its echo to fight for you. Lasts for 50 turns. Well, that's pretty significant. Summons an aggressive soul shade. Requires 3 echoes. It's a pet class. Enter the spirit realm and become invisible briefly, during which enemies cannot attack you. Okay, that's cool. Transform collected echoes into extra power for your ranged attacks. Uses 1 echo per ranged attack to deal extra damage while killing monsters elemental resists. 2 echoes makes a protective spirit of the elements. It depends on where you cast it, what you get. It doesn't say that there's a maximum duration on this one. I assume there will be. Maybe it depends on which kind of spirit you get. The echoes of battles and conflicts long past inflict random ailments on a group of enemies. Okay. Imbues summoned pets with explosive energy that triggers when they are destroyed. Grants a 33% chance to ignore incoming debuffs while debuffs you cause last 3 turns longer. Okay, it's an interesting class. I wonder... I mean, let's try the new thing. I just say, I'm super disappointed. That run was going really well. And, God, I just realized I should definitely have gone back. Let's see if it's too late. It is not. I should definitely go back to town and store all my good gear, right? I'm so glad that I remembered that before actually starting the new character. Alright, so let's pass a bunch of turns, go back to town. Store items. Number 1. Sort by value, probably? Yeah. It would cost 6,250 gold to store this? Man. Okay, well, we're definitely going to store our weapon. The weapon we've been using all this time is spectacular, and I definitely want to have it on future melee characters. Where the heck is my Francisca? Can I not store stuff that maybe the things that are equipped do not show up here? Yeah, it looks like that's the case. Okay, you know what we should do first is we should sell everything. Sell all the stuff we have that we don't need. So I'm not going to keep this. Sell all that. Monster mallet. Yeah, I guess all this food, right? Like, I'm not going to bank food. I could bank food, though. I'm not going to bank food. My problem isn't that I run out of food. We need extra. We need to make money so that we can afford to bank all of the stuff that is cool. Cameron's hand axe? Nope, I don't care about that. Yeah, we can make plenty of food. I'm not worried about this stuff. Night Ring of Stealth and Focus. We definitely won't keep the Wild Spear. I guess let's sell everything that's not gear before we even think about anything else. A stack of 7 teleportation scrolls is something we can maybe hold on to. We don't really need... Man, Orbs of Reverie are a dime a dozen. The tents, however... Tents are probably worth holding on to. Okay. Let's also unequip all of our normal gear. Unequip. Unequip is what I want, not equip gear. Okay, now let's go and decide what goes in the safe. Hey, check that out. My fist weapon power is 360. That must scale with level. If I was going to be a heavy armor class, this is pretty good heavy armor to work with. But let's store the stuff that's like really crazy first. Is this good enough? Probably. It has 20% spirit power on it and random shadow traps. I think it's good enough to be worth the cost. We're definitely going to store this. I'm going to store this too. This is very good. Doesn't cost that much to put the tents in there. This is a pretty good item, but I don't know if it's worth paying the cost for, because we have a lot of stuff we're trying to stow. Let's put the teleportation scrolls and the tents in. What else is something that I'd really like to have for future characters? The heavy plate, sure. I don't know if this is a particularly good glow torch, and glow torches are not exactly rare. We can no longer afford to put Siglian's Shroud in. I mean, that's fine. It's okay. It's not that great. 50% shadow resist is pretty good, actually. I wonder if I can make... I need 2200, 2210. I wonder if I can make 2210 by selling all the things I have. Probably not, huh? Look at how little we get. Although, I suppose some of these are over 100, and there are quite a few things here. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so I'm not going to keep this. I'm not going to save these. Let's just start selling. We'll start selling things that are obviously not winners. Flame Ring of Muscle. Plus strength is a little bit better than a lot of the other stats. Strength and swiftness for ranged characters I think are really powerful, so let's hold off on selling that. Not going to keep this. That's not a very good trait, but it being a broadsword is nice. It's a nice high base weapon power sword. Let's try to keep this. Yeah, I'll go ahead and sell this. It looks like we will make it. Yeah, I don't particularly need a fancy leather cap. Okay, so that's enough to bank the shroud. No, it's not. 3750, not 3570. I do that sometimes. We're not going to keep the sure strike. Well, hold on. So let's go ahead and bank the shroud. No, 30. I just did it again in my head. Okay. We don't need a Hammer of Deadly and Beast Slaying. We don't need this thing. There we go. 3750. We got there. We need to get up to 327 to store the Sure Strike Ring, 765 to do this. We could potentially store the Sure Strike Ring. It's not even magic, but they're also not super common, and I do think it's actually a pretty good item. I like a lot of crit chance. I guess the Flame Ring of Muscle is actually the thing I'd like to keep most. So why don't I sell other stuff? I know this is fascinating. I'm going to walk back and forth across town doing banking. So this would be 520. I can definitely get to 520. We're not going to be able to keep this too. And this has been a lifesaver. We're definitely selling that guy. Man, Armor of Bone Crabs. It's pretty okay. Well, let's stick with... Listen, the strategy of prioritizing offense over defense has served me well this far in life. So I guess when we bank this, we're going to end up not having enough money to bank anything else, right? Yeah. Okay, so we'll sell the rest of the items, and I guess bank our very small amount of money? There's a 200 gold fee. Okay. I gave the banker 70 gold. The character's getting deleted, no reason not to, right? And we don't want to, like, harvest or anything, because we want the new character to take the harvest. Okay. Listen, one for all and all for one, right? Alright, overwrite this character. And I was gonna go back to doing a melee character, but I guess let's try out the new thing. The Soul Keeper. I like Thirst Quencher a lot. I've become very dependent on this. And I guess Fast Learner has served us well as well. Intimidating is also good. I like not getting ganged up on by the monsters. And if we're going to be a ranged character, something tells me we're going to be a little on the soft side. Yeah, let's try that. Alright, what is your deal, new beta class? I am interested in the echoes of yesterday. Well, we all probably should be. Alright, so let's grab some rumors and try some stuff out here. Give a fire jelly a fat pumpkin. I will definitely do that if given the opportunity, because I certainly don't value fat pumpkins. Kill some moss jellies. Ooh. Bag of stones of toxicity and familiars and scavenging. Okay. I'm down with that. And kill some dudes. Get a normal hand axe. Well, you know they can't all be winners. So we have a basic training crossbow. I don't think I have any cool bows anymore. I think the cool... Oh, well, we do have this. Yeah, chance to charm enemies, has swiftness on it. Does bonus damage to machines, which will be relevant eventually. What are my abilities? Energy, stamina. So returning fallen monsters to life uses stamina. It looks like the summons all require very small amounts of resources in addition to the echoes. So that's also stamina. Spirit Walk is stamina. We're gonna want to make sure we have some stamina left over for our escape. But it kind of looks like we are not maybe a good candidate for Lethal's Forbidden Tome. Yeah, all right, I'll take this. We earned this crossbow. Alright, let's go grab our harvest, and then 2 whole items. And then, oh, I guess before we head in, we probably want to actually buy some of these abilities. So, does 115% of spirit power as shadow. And my abilities are largely spirit power based, or... Echo Bolts uses both weapon power and spirit power. And most of my abilities don't actually use either, so I suppose we can decide how we want to do this. We could go for a spirit power character. Mix our soul stuff, our echo stuff in with like spell shaping. We really haven't played a lot of spirit power characters. That's probably a good idea. Let's pick this up. Reverberate monsters, sort of like the bread and butter of this class conceptually, it seems like, so. Alright, presumably some things have been changed about the way the map generation works. So they are patching all the time. They're patching so frequently that they don't even really release patch notes with the releases. What they do is they just drop a thing every Friday that's like, here's all the stuff we changed over the course of this week. This is a very, very active development. Oh, okay, that's an echo there. That's interesting. It doesn't, it healed us. Huh. See, it's falling out of them, but it's not... The way it's worded here, an echo of a fallen enemy, I assumed it was going to be based on their, based on them dying, but it doesn't seem to be. Ah, stupid. Uncontrollable urge to touch the mold. Salvo of shadow bolts. Yeah, I'm wondering if this is maybe not supposed to be working this way. Because we are definitely just getting echoes whenever we attack. I can't imagine. I can't imagine that's supposed to be the way this works. Well, we're definitely not going to have trouble maintaining our... Here, we'll go Spirit. Not going to have trouble maintaining our stack of echoes. So this energy power-up is the soul of the mold-infested vermin. Oh no, it looks like I want to use this on an echo. Okay. Well, in either case, I wouldn't use it there, but... Hold on, before we go up there, let's clear the level out and see if we can find a fat pumpkin. Hey, we charmed it with our crossbow. I can't still attack him, man. The charm is gonna wear off. I want to be able to dispatch him while he is defenseless. Okay, that is probably pretty good. I don't think we need the running shoes. Plus 4% power-up drop rate, plus 25% chance to drop acid pool, summon pet health up. Alright. I was just kind of curious if this went anywhere. It does not. And goodbye, all of our stamina. Man, being a ranged character at the beginning of the game is so easy. Hooray! One entire hand axe. Alright, well, we don't have a pumpkin. What was the reward for this actually, like, significant? It's XP. It's not a lot of XP, but I do care about that. Let's go back to town and see if there's a, fat pumpkin for sale. There is. In addition, we should probably take, like, bananas and lightning brews and a fish, probably. Okay. Because I know we did pick up that bag of grain. I wonder if I want to just save my bananas now. We can definitely do this at least. And this stuff will scale up in value as we continue to climb the dungeon. Okay. Alright, we will not kill every enemy indiscriminately. We will actually look at their name tags, figure out which one of these is supposed to take this pumpkin. Okay, so when they come out of the charm state, they're confused for a turn. If I'm just cautious and I don't click like a madman, I can definitely still take advantage of that. Okay, this is the guy. Let's get close to him. Fat pumpkin loving fire jelly salivates at the sight of fat pumpkin. Does he, though? And what does that look like? Can I get a little bit more descriptive text, maybe? I have a lot of questions about the thing that we just witnessed, and I do not feel that the game adequately answered them. An incombustible necklace of familiars. Well, we're picking up a lot of stuff that will help our summoned dudes stick around. For right now, we can just kind of get by on the base damage of this crossbow we banked. I was a little disappointed at first with how uncommon new weapon types are. You know, like the second tier of bows or swords and stuff. But I'm understanding now the balancing act. Because they want an item that is stored in the safe to be significant for a character, there really can't be too much advancement in weapon types over the course of the dungeon. Because if you find something really cool from the first area and store it, it has to not get immediately outclassed by the next character, you know, picking up anything from any floor. Unfortunately, we don't really have a lot of good getaway stuff here. It's early enough in the dungeon that we can just kind of stand toe-to-toe with everything. Oh wait, carrot patch. Free carrots. I don't even like carrots. We gotta figure out something to cook with vegetables. I'm sure there's like a basic vegetable stew recipe somewhere. I don't know what that would be. We certainly have never picked up anything that would fill the role of broth. And I don't really know how stew is made in real life, so I can't use that to guess. What, you need some, like... No, I have no idea. Oh, I bet there's, like... Do we know a chicken soup or something, maybe? We don't. Carrot stew is not... Yeah, carrot stew just returns stamina. I need a way to turn these carrots into health. Even if it's, like, health... Item that already gives health plus carrot equals better health item, that would be totally cool. Because we pick up a lot of carrots and I end up not using them. Alright, we should probably actually start caring about these echoes and stuff. Let's figure this out. So I used this on an echo, or no? Through its... restores the form of a fallen monster through its echo. I bet I use it on the... When they drop a power-up and it says it's their soul, I bet you use it on that. Wow. Well, the charming is certainly working out. Ah! I clicked one too many times and accidentally consumed his soul. It's a problem everybody's had at some point in their lives. I wonder if you... Okay, yeah, when they drop a soul, it just is of the monster type. It's probably not a boss soul. If I resurrected him, he wouldn't come back as a boss. So I need somebody to drop a soul kind of near another monster, preferably. So we can get a little bit of testing in here. Man, once upon a time, we were getting swarmed by dudes all the time. Now it's... Now I can never find two monsters near each other. Alright. Oh, you're still alive. Yeah, that's true. That's totally true. I did not kill you. Grants a chance to ignore incoming debuffs while my debuffs last longer. Let's pick up this. I'm sure that will be useful. Alright, this floor. This floor we're actually going to start doing it. Using the thing. So these are both boss types. I was hoping one of them would be a little easier to kill so I could kill that and then use it to fight the others. Is it worth just trying to kill the normal jelly for that reason? Okay, well, I did it. He didn't leave a thing. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of, like, good escape moves or anything. Kind of getting my ass kicked by these boss-type monsters. And we have that penalty for firing at an adjacent enemy with a bow. Let us eat something. Okay, free turn. We only have 4 echoes right now, so I need another... Ah, come on with this. Okay, so I'm just gonna back off until my next free turn, I guess? No, aha. Fools. Ow. Yeah, using a ranged weapon when you don't have that, that ability sucks. Okay, lots of monster echoes, not any, souls. He's at 2. Okay. So now, I gotta get an echo. Okay, yeah, use it on the souls, not the echoes, despite what it says. And he died. He lost a fight with a Quillkin. So it kind of seems like they're not great. And this is pretty expensive, but the other summons are relatively cheap resource-wise. So I guess the idea is more of like a zoo thing, where you resurrect a lot of... resurrect a lot of monsters? Maybe. I don't know, that doesn't seem awesome. Or not resurrect a lot of monsters, but summon a lot of your own little monsters. I guess we'll see. Let's throw a rock at him, too. Yeah, the stone throw is doing way more damage than my weapon is. Alright, so let's pick up one of these. Uses ranged shadow attacks and scales with your level. He requires only 3 echoes. Get him, monster! Did that equip automatically? Yes, it did. Okay. Throw rocks at him. Okay, our bow's doing sort of comparable damage. So monsters... We've had it happen a couple of times. Maybe it's just boss monsters that drop echoes on hit, so that you have a chance to build up echoes while fighting a boss-type monster. That makes sense. That could totally be it. We'll have to experiment a little bit more thoroughly. Are those the stairs? No, that's Applewood Grove. Okay, well, I mean, that's still a place we want to go. Please stop healing, Frog. Okay, yeah, now that we have a couple of good fruit recipes and stuff, this Applewood Grove is actually way more exciting than it used to be. It used to be like, oh, this will be great because it's enough small healing items that they'll make a difference in aggregate. Now it's like it's the recipe, or it's the ingredients for a lot of really good healing items. So I've been navigating the dungeon a lot so far by keeping a constant string of low value healing items, but now that I'm good at cooking them, I kind of want to just eat chicken and turkey and turn the fruits and stuff into better things. Okay, so see, like, there's a boss. This seems like it would be, if we could get him to stop running away from us, seems like this would be a good time to summon a Shadow Dude. Go get him, Shadow Dude. And Shadow Dude is doing a great job of distracting the enemies, which is pretty much all I ever want from my summoned minions. And I guess I'm picking up a lot of spirit stuff, a lot of points of spirit, but our pets really only scale with level, it seems like. level or their base type in the case of resurrections. I'm just going to throw a rock at him. So I guess this class fits pretty well into, like, any kind of thing you would want to do. But if we keep our spirit power high, Aether Barrage will remain useful. Alright, so we're going to need some basic defensive abilities. Remember that while this ranged attack thing feels really good in the early game, it is not a long-term viable strategy. We do need to be able to survive combat. But, I mean, that is working pretty well. A confident slingshot of familiars. How much weapon power does that have? 165. Well, that's not very good. And it doesn't even have any swiftness. Although, actually, I guess what we want, really, is a staff. If we're going to be all spirit-powered. Right, we have a staff or two, don't we? Yeah, based on spirit and discipline. So let's equip this in slot 3 and compare a little bit. We were doing like 57, 60, okay. So let's equip this and see how the damage flows. Less. It is less damage. It will be more, but it's not more right now. I guess that right now it is not doing more damage than it does right now. Okay, Echo Bolts. Use 1 Echo per range attack to deal extra damage. Lowering elemental resist is interesting. I guess we probably want to pick up Spirit Walk pretty early. We could very easily get into a situation here, right? You know, we should go back to town, actually. Because I bet we could get some rumors about the Flooded Temple. It seems like we always get rumors about the Flooded Temple. Kill some Floraconda with physical attacks to get JP, but probably we won't. Slay 2 bog frogs with shadow. We can do that, I just gotta remember to do it. Okay. Well, those are not as exciting as I was hoping. Let's definitely grab all this stuff. Lightning Brew we will need eventually. This is enough fish to make a thing. Clears all negative status effects. Okay, yeah, that's probably a thing we should be carrying around. Do you have anything exciting? You don't, not really. Okay, is there anything else we want to do while we're here? I guess we can take advantage of a cheap heal. Oh, I should have hit the trees. Whatever, it's fine. The trees will keep growing stuff. We'll harvest when we get back. Okay, the quest was to kill bog frogs with shadow, right? Was it 3? Yeah, no, the damage is not terrible. So we're pretty reliably hitting for like in the 40s. I don't know when the changeover that makes that better will be. I mean, the bow does have a higher base power going for it. Huh, a runic spellbook. Is that the second quality of tome, or...? Okay, that's a thing we should probably hold on to. That's a thing we will want to use later. Plus 10% spirit power, plus 15%, okay. Oh, right, because the crossbow's two-handed. And the cloth quiver is a special case. Although it doesn't actually say that on it. But we can't equip a tome, which would normally go in our offhand. Because we have a two-handed weapon. So let's summon a dude. Yeah, we have enough. And this is a cooldown? Okay. But theoretically, we could have multiples of these guys out. It's just a matter of... what do we care about first? You, I guess. Yeah, it's just a matter of having the echoes to summon them. Alright, one down. I guess throw a rock? So it doesn't say on the bows that you do less damage when something's adjacent to you. And I wish it did. Because I would love to know, like, if there are ranged weapons where that's not true. The spears are effectively ranged weapons, but that doesn't seem to be true for them. Yeah, I don't know. So we're hitting for, like... Yeah, it looks like it's not true with the staff. The staff definitely does more damage when we're adjacent to things than this bow does. Alright, it's all good information. This is all useful stuff we're working out. So to a certain extent, I kind of think I'm not going to bother like switching back and forth. Get out of here, frogs. These frogs do actually hit fairly hard. Yeah, why don't you spend some time doing regen stuff? Cast your regen spells and stop punching me. Alright, I think we got chased out of the flooded temple last time we saw it. It's definitely not something that always appears. And I think I remember having to bail not that long ago. So that guy's an Avenger? Yeah. Champion Orion the Aracudas. Who names a cloud of flying fish? Alright, I can't hit him from here with the shadow arrows. I sure can throw rocks at him, though. There we go. Man, I hate these maps where there's just like long streams of water that very clearly go into other areas. It's not such a big deal for us, although it does mean that we are not going to necessarily have easy access to our escape spell, which requires a fair amount of stamina. Wait, there's a barrel over here that I somehow failed to break. I probably got distracted fighting like actual enemies. What is the best way to approach this situation? Well, probably a summon. So if you could distract him... I'm way more worried about the river spirits than I am about the mad chemist. River spirits do a lot of damage. Hey, river spirit, maybe pay attention to this. Yeah, he doesn't even care. Alright, well, the damage output of our pet made that doable. Alright. We are too low level to be standing in the cloud. It's just too much damage. I guess there's no reason for me to go after that. So, echoes dropped by monsters last for longer before disappearing, and then you can hold up to 8 echoes. The passives... Oh, okay. Chance for monsters to drop echoes when damaged is part of this passive. Once we switch off of this class, they'll only drop it when killed. I definitely looked at this earlier. I must have known that. Listen, remembering stuff is hard. So Baleful Echoes just like inflicts some debuffs on enemies, but it doesn't do any damage or anything, and it costs a lot of energy. Let's pick up Elemental Spirit instead, I think. Yeah. 10 turns left on our dude. Uh-oh. That's a lot of enemy. And we're full. So moving away would be good enough in a lot of cases. It will not be good enough here because these guys have that stupid frog leap. So we can't just back off while we wait for our flask to heal us. Although they have used their leap. Both of them have used their leap pretty recently. Apparently doesn't matter. Has a very, very short cooldown, I guess. Okay, one of them died from the acid. And we have the resources to just summon a new dude here. Can I also summon... Huh. The fountain probably counts as a water space. Let's summon my own river spirit. Here we go. This is my fighting strategy. I gain 47 health when my soul shade dies? Is that right? Really? Oh no, the friendly river spirit has a heal. Oh, that's very good. Okay, we're gonna have to make a lot of river spirits. Do I... No, I don't have any echoes, and I don't have... It's still on cooldown, so... I guess I will not be summoning a new shadow guy. Probably want to keep the healing flask rolling. Why is this bog frog so hard to hit? Alright, there we go. Nope. I thought I was supposed to be encouraging less aggression from monsters. What happened to all that? Slime elemental? Oh, okay, so toxicity items have unusual value. And we're getting heals. Should probably pick up some of these echoes. The Floriconda quest that I have is just kill them with physical damage? Or is the... Wait, no, the Floriconda quest was also Shadow, I think. Never mind, I have no such quest, but I do need to kill another frog with a... What am I... Why did I think I had a quest? Wow, he really is doing a lot of damage. Wait, I lost HP from water shot. Oh, this river spirit killed my mud spirit. And then I'm looking at the situation with me standing next to 2 river spirits and a Floriconda and thinking, okay, these are my pets and this is the enemy. Yeah, okay. Listen, I know that looks like a pretty bad run, and it is. That's because it is. That's what it is. But stupid toxicity. No, I don't have any but. I just did a bad job. Sorry, guys. Come back next time, tomorrow. We're gonna do a better job. We're probably gonna be Soul Keeper again. Probably the plan is still gonna be Soul Keeper into Spell Shaper, but I'll be a little bit more careful. And now we have a little bit better feeling of like what's cool about the class. So come back next time for some of that, and we'll see you then.